Shalom, shalom. First thing we want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Yikakadash. Double honor to the apostle, elders of Great Millstone. And salutations you brothers pushing this word, we choose to say it with charity. Yeah, so, something that was on my spirit real quick, just really meditating. Alright? Something that's edifying. Alright, but a couple things hit my spirit, but the main thing was we got a job to do. Alright? Scriptures tell us to be instant, in season, and out of season. Alright, it don't matter if it's raining, it don't matter if it's snowing, don't matter if it's not. We ain't gonna be over righteous and be out here and below zero weather, and we used to do it, but that was in our over righteous days, So, but we still got to be out here teaching His word no matter what, alright? Because it might be somebody out there in the rain. When you sitting in the rain, it might be somebody out there like, man, marvel at, the men of the Lord out there teaching, alright, in the rain, the men of the Lord out there teaching in 80, 85-degree weather, just a little hot. Drink some water, or it's a little nippy outside. Alright, like the scriptures also talk about how a sluggard will not plow by the reason of the cold. So it don't matter about the weather, alright, because it's still work that needs to be done, and we got a job to do. Read that Jeremiah first. Read it loud. 28 and 8.
This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, prophet.
Speak loud too. What? Read it. Just read it, boy.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and evil and of pestilence.
There you go. Alright, so the prophets of old, they prophesied of war, of evil, of pestilence. Alright, and what do you see that's going on right now? War, evil, pestilence. Alright? And it's still our job to tell the people, alright, what's to befall them because of how their acts. Alright? Like every time you see a prophet, just like when Samuel came about, I think it was one time he came to the city, he was like, and they asked him, comest thou peaceably? Alright? Because a lot of times when the prophets came around, the prophets came to tell them that the Lord's finna jack him up. Look at Jeremiah. Alright? Jeremiah, they threw him in a pit. Alright? Because, hey, look, he told them that they was gonna go into captivity under the king of Babylon. And wasn't nothing they could do about it. Hey, look at all of the disciples. Alright? The apostles. Alright? What happened? They got put to death. Alright, for teaching the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Hey, and what were certain things that Yahweh Shai was talking? That was saying, he said, now one stone should not be standing upon one another. Alright? So now we doing the same job that Yahweh Shai told us to do, man. Which is the Isaiah 58 and 1. Alright? Because these people, alright, they thinking that they just gonna get away scot-free, they're gonna live long lives, they're gonna eat their swine, especially our people, they're gonna eat their swine, they're gonna pollute the air, pollute the water. Esau getting down on the earth, and he don't want, he wanna get away scot-free without no judgment, That's not what's gonna happen. Alright, go ahead.
Alright, this is Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgressions, in the house of Jacob their sins.
Right, in the house of Jacob their sins. So we're supposed to cry aloud and spare not. So it ain't about your feelings. Alright? It ain't about your feelings. Get out your feelings. Hey, we don't give a fuck about your feelings. Alright? If anything, we telling you to get out of them. Alright, because what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Alright, the scriptures say what it say. Alright? But a lot of people, they don't give get me wrong, we all make mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect. Alright, but it's certain things that we just can't do. That we have no control over. Alright, like the food. Alright? Now we have a control over in a way. Because we can go to the store and buy chicken, we can buy beef, we can buy lamb. You can stay from the unlawful things. But it's things that you can't control, like trade secrets. Alright? It's not if I'm not mistaken, they don't have to put trade secrets in the formula, in the ingredients. Alright? So it might be pig fat or cow horse meat, or and that may be they trade secret on, but it's something that's completely unlawful. All right, but this is how Esau get down. Just like how it's they put ammonia, all right, inside of the beef to kill all of the fecal matter. All right, and which is completely unlawful. Hey, look, you're supposed to gut everything. You're supposed to clean the meat. It's a whole deal how you're supposed to dress the meat. All right, but Esau don't get down like that, man. All right. But, hey, we supposed to tell these people that they going off. Regardless of how they feel about it. All right? Regardless of whether to make them mad. All right? Give me that, what's that? I said.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
You got what?
Isaiah 62:6. Right?
That's not what I want, but get it.
All right, it's Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man, we preaching, 24/7, season in and season out, telling our people to get out of their unlawful ways, man. And all we can hope for is that they just hearken onto us and come back, man. Otherwise, they just gonna have to be with many strike, because we be out here.
Right, and they was told, all right, and they was told, especially with somebody who put his hand to the plow and went back into the world to basically live like the rest of the nations. All right, but we got a job. Hey, look, the scriptures say, "Woe unto you when you lose patience." We can't lose patience, man, because and like the scriptures say, in our patience possess your souls. All right, just because things may seem hard or things may get what you would call a little unbearable. All right, it would seem that it's unbearable, but the scriptures say that the Lord don't put on you more than what you're able. You just got to deal with it. And when you go into 2nd Ezra, he said this so is Israel's portion. This just something us as Israelites what we got to go through. All right, but our people not gonna deal with it. That's why it's about the elect right now, man. At one point the Lord dealt with all Israel, all right, but now the Lord is only dealing with his elect. All right, you gotta want to do this for yourself. You gotta want to listen to the prophet. You gotta want this for yourself. Just like I tell my sons all the time. You at the age to where I can't save you. You gotta save yourself. You gotta escape by your own works. You know what I'm saying? You gotta escape by your own works. So, hey, look. Regardless of how people feel about it, regardless of going on, we gotta teach this word. All right? We got to teach this word. Regardless of what people say they're going to do to us, we got all type of threats. But guess what? We still pushing this word. And Yahweh Hashem Shai has kept us and covered us. All right? So with that, we hope it's edifying. We want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rekak Wadash. Double honors to the apostle, Edos, a great millstone. And salutation, you brothers pushing this word with truth, sincerity, with charity. Shalom and the Bob above.